Stop. Before you scroll. Before you assume this won't happen to me. Before you ignore that strange feeling you had recently. I want you to pause. Because what I'm about to tell you, most people only understand after it's too late. Here's the truth. A stroke does not always come without warning. In many cases, your body gives you signs. Quiet signs, short signals, moments that feel small and easy to ignore. And that's exactly why they become dangerous. Most people don't know this. After years of observing patterns, I can tell you clearly. Before a stroke, your body often tries to alert you. But those alerts don't last long. They come, they pass, and you forget them. And that's where the risk grows. Now think about yourself. Have you ever felt something unusual? A sudden weakness? A brief confusion? A moment where something didn't feel right, and then it disappeared? You told yourself, it's nothing. That's where it begins.
Now imagine this. You're going through your day. Everything feels normal. Then suddenly, your arm feels slightly weak. Not painful, just different. You shake it off. It goes away. You continue. Later, you struggle to find a word. Just for a second. Then it comes back. You ignore it. Because it didn't last. And your day continues. This is not what you think. These moments are not random. They can be early warnings. And this is where it gets serious. Because temporary symptoms are often ignored. But they matter. Let me explain this simply. Think of your brain like a system that depends on constant blood flow. Every second, it needs supply. Now imagine this. If that supply is slightly interrupted, even briefly, your brain reacts. It shows signs. But if the flow returns quickly, the signs disappear, and you feel normal again. But here's the truth. That moment was a warning. Most people don't know this. They think, if it went away, it's not serious. But here's the hidden truth. Temporary symptoms can be early alerts. Now listen carefully. One of the earliest signs is sudden weakness, usually on one side of the body. Example, your arm or leg feels weak for a moment. Reinforcement, even brief weakness matters. Another sign is difficulty speaking, not completely losing speech, just struggling. Example, you know what you want to say, but it doesn't come out clearly. Reinforcement, your brain is signaling something. Another sign is sudden confusion. Example, you feel disoriented for a few seconds. Reinforcement, mental clarity changes are important. Another sign is vision changes, blurred vision, or seeing differently. Example, one eye feels off. Reinforcement, your vision reflects brain activity. Another sign is dizziness, loss of balance. Example, you feel unstable suddenly. Reinforcement, balance is controlled by your brain. Another sign is headache, not normal, something unusual. Example, a sudden different type of headache. Reinforcement, new patterns should not be ignored. And another sign is numbness, a strange lack of sensation. Example, your face or arm feels different. Reinforcement, your nerves are communicating. Now pause. Have you ever experienced any of these, even briefly? Even once? Don't panic, but don't ignore it either, because this is where it gets serious. These signs can come and go, and that's what makes them dangerous. Because when they disappear, people feel safe. They move on. They forget. Let me tell you something important. I've seen people ignore these early signs because they didn't last, and later, they faced something much more serious. And I've seen people act early, take it seriously, and protect themselves because timing matters. Now let's go deeper. Why do these signs happen before a stroke? Because your body is struggling to maintain flow. Not completely failing, but struggling. And that struggle creates temporary signals. Your body is saying, something is not stable. But if you ignore it, the instability continues. This is where it gets serious, because small interruptions can lead to bigger ones. Now think about your life again. Are you paying attention? Or are you ignoring small moments? Because those small moments can be important. Now let's talk about action. What should you do? Not panic, but respond. First, recognize the signs, not later. Now, reinforcement. Awareness is protection. Second, take temporary symptoms seriously, even if they disappear. Reinforcement. Short signals still matter. Third, seek proper evaluation. Don't wait. Reinforcement. Early action saves time. Fourth, observe patterns. If something repeats, it's not random. Reinforcement. Repetition means something. And one more thing. This is important. You don't need to live in fear. You need to live with awareness, because awareness gives you control. Now let me calm something. If you've had one of these signs, it does not mean a stroke will happen, but it does mean your body is asking for attention, and what you do next matters. Most people miss early warnings. You don't have to, because now you understand something important. If this made you think differently, stay with me. And share this with someone who says, I'm fine. Because sometimes the most important warning is the one that disappears too quickly.